Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are reacting to a very interesting topic by Brian Wiles about Arabic and English differences in languages. So I'm really excited to dive in because it touched on some really cool points about language and culture. So let's get started.
English and Arabic are ridiculously different languages, but in this video, I'm gonna clear up the confusion so that you can go from learning like this to learning like this. Oh, I get it now.
Okay. First version, I think it's all reliable for all the people that are studying any other languages. For example, if you're now studying English, in the beginning it could be tough, yeah. But yeah, hopefully you will be like second guy who is just relaxed about something and feeling the flow of language.
Now let's talk about the 5 biggest differences between English and Arabic. Difference number 1, that fancy script. As you're probably aware, English looks like this and Arabic looks like this. And we read English this way and we read Arabic that way. And at this point you might be thinking, I'm already lost. But what if I...
Wow, have you heard about this one? If no, share it in the comments. Or if you're Arabic language speaker, feel free to share it in the comments also. Probably you know some funny story about your language or some specific details. So let's continue watching.
Told you that you could learn to read Arabic in 1 day. It's true. In fact, this video will teach you everything you need to know in 7 minutes. Because we're only talking about 28 letters. That's the entire Arabic alphabet. And while yes, it's true, many of them are written a bit differently depending on where they appear in a word, let's take the long view for a moment and consider another language, Japanese. The Japanese
Okay, that was unexpected.
System has 46 characters in one alphabet, 46 characters in a second alphabet, and over 10,000 individual kanji characters.
Okay, my Japanese friend told me about this one, but if it was new information for me like the previous time, I was literally shocked. Like, what? Like, how many? If you're like learning or speaking Japanese language, also feel free to share because like that's really interesting to know about some difference in language and culture. That's interesting to know.
Now learning to read that is a challenge. So don't be scared off by the fact that the Arabic alphabet looks a bit unfamiliar, because with a little effort you can learn it very fast. Difference number 2, Sean Bean versus Sean Bean? You've probably noticed that English has some pretty bizarre spellings. Why do these words rhyme? Why do these words not rhyme? What the F is that P doing there? Standard Arabic, on the other hand, is almost completely phonetic, i.e. words are pronounced exactly as they're written. And if your response to that is,
really?
So what? I'd suggest you try pronouncing these traditional Irish names.
Oh, okay. Try it by yourself. Take time. Okay. Have you done this one? So now let's hear the answers.
That would be Neve, Siobhan, and Kiva. How'd you do? That's what non-phonetic spelling sounds like, and as you...
That was really unexpected, isn't it? That's just crazy.
It's challenging. But with Arabic, what you see is what you get. Well, mostly. There is one little hitch. Short vowels, that kind of thing, are typically not notated in Arabic writing. Wait, what?
Have you heard these letters? That's interesting.
Yes, it's true. 99% of the time, you'll need to figure out where the short vowels go from context. So this Arabic word...
From context? Okay. I'll take it.
Word could actually be any of these English words based on how you pronounce the short vowels. But the good news is that, vowels aside, even the quirkiest of Arabic dialects has far more standard spelling than any dialect of English. Gloss off full, governor, you know what I mean? Never doing that again. Difference number 3, pronunciation. Speaking of accents, Arabic has 10 sounds that don't exist in English. Dad, Sad, Ta, Tha, Ha, Qaf, Kha, Ain, Ghain, and And for many people, pronouncing those sounds is the #1 stumbling block when it comes to learning a language. But let's break this down, because with the right mindset, it's very doable. These 6 letters are basically exaggerated versions of English consonants. And these 4...
Okay. That's already getting easier.
Or, well, here's a little cheat sheet. cough. So this is like the English word cough, but touch the back of your tongue to the roof of your mouth as you say it. Cough. Ha. Okay, so this is a little gross, but do that thing where you're trying to bring up phlegm from the back of your throat. Ha, ha, ha. That's the sound. Ein. Okay, this is probably the toughest one, but have you ever heard someone say, aight, as in, how you doing? I'm aight. This is basically an exaggerated version of that aight. Aight.
Okay, let's try together. Aight. 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 Okay, I'm not sure if I'm doing it correctly, but okay.
Ein. Rein. This is the exact same as the French R sound found in words like rêve, rapide, and radio. And there you go. And FYI, there are a handful of English sounds.
Any French-speaking people here?
That don't exist in Arabic, most notably pa, va, and the also spicy nya. Now you know. Difference number 4, quantities. Arabic and English treat quantities very differently. So in English we have one of something and then the plural of that thing. One house and then 2 houses, 3 houses, 100 houses, etc. Usually if there's more than one thing, we add an S and call it a day. Of course there are exceptions. In Arabic, however, things are rather different. There is of course the singular form, house, beit. But then there is also a category of words that indicate a pair of something, the dual form. So we have 2 houses, or beitin. And then after that is the plural form, 3 houses, telet buyut, 4 houses, arba buyut. And you might think that would be the end of it. But then you would be wrong, because when we reach 11 of something, Arabic goes back to the singular form. 11 houses, hedasher beit. 100 houses meets beit. And that remains true.
Wait, what?
True all the way to infinity. So to recap, 1 thing, singular form. 2 things, dual form. Between 3 and 10 things, plural form. More than 10 things, singular form. Now, admittedly, that's not totally intuitive, but with some practice, it does start to become second nature pretty quickly. Different.
Okay. Actually, that's basis of every language. You should practice, practice, and practice, and after a while, it will go naturally.
That's number 5, masculine, feminine, and a wrinkle. Like the Romance languages, Arabic has both masculine and feminine nouns, and that in itself can be a bit disorienting for English speakers. What makes a book masculine? What makes a car feminine? As with the Romance...
Okay, probably if you're learning any other language, it could be pretty familiar for you. But yeah, for example, in French, as I know, there are also such difference. So now let's hear about what he's saying.
Languages, however, word endings can often point you in the right direction. A word ending in a consonant, for instance, is usually masculine, and a word ending in a ta marbuta is almost always feminine. But there's a wrinkle, and again, it's related to quantities. If there are more than one of something, and those things are not human, that group of things is always grammatically feminine.
Okay, yeah, that's like definitely my reaction, like what? Okay.
In other words, kelb, which means dog, is masculine, but kileb, which means dogs, would be feminine because there's more than one and they're not human. Feel free to take a sip of coffee and process that for a moment.
Okay, I don't mind. The coffee is nice. So that was basically the video. Okay, let's hear the last seconds that he was talking about, probably some endings. Okay.
Guys, we've covered a lot today, but there is so much more to talk.
That's true. I'm sure that the Arabic language is totally like a huge base to explore. Okay, I get it. So this was such an insightful video from Brian, and I love actually how he described all the differences between Arabic and English language, and it really made me think about some of the topics and languages. So basically, one lesson that we learned from him that we should practice. that's basically one of the bases of learning language. So if you like the reaction, make sure to like the video and subscribe, and check our social media and stuff about our project. Thank you. Bye.